lot of times when I start practice, I get in an area that maybe I feel like is pretty productive, and I put my trolling motor down and I fish a lot of the area. I don't move, you know, say I might fish some stuff that doesn't look that great to me. I'm trying to figure out what the fish are doing. I'm not trying to get caught up with, especially in practice, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, hey, you know, I might want to make sure, you know, they're going to be on this kind of grass or next to that bush, but they might be on the points with a little bit of grass on them, or a no nothing banks with hay grass or hydrilla on it. And so that allows you to figure out stuff throughout your practice period that you might not have figured out. Say you pick a creek out and you roll down through there and you figure out you're catching them on a swim bait on secondary points. Well, you know there's fish on secondary points, and then, you know, you might get to where they're on hay grass next to the deeper, you know, deeper stretches throughout the creek. Well, you can run that pattern, you know. There's a good one. Oh gosh, come on, dude. Smoked that 360. Come here, dude. Whoa, settle down. Look at that. Smoked it. Absolutely crushed it. That's awesome. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Covering a lot of water. You know, we probably passed 10 bass down through there. You know, we probably passed 10 bass down through there, but this is a good quality fish. And covering a lot of water and catching them winding, you know, you can get 5 fish throughout the day to climb up in your boat. And you know, you're gonna have a good tournament. You know, if you're a guy that likes to go out there and sit and fish slow, it's great. But for me, putting that trolling motor down, fishing 100 mile an hour, it works really well, and it definitely works well in big tournaments. You know, right now what we're looking for is a lot of these fish are getting ready to spawn, spawning, post-spawn. And one really good bait, obviously, to catch these fish is just throwing a soft little swim bait like this GT360. I'm gonna rig it up. It has a little slot for that. Little hook point where you can, you always know which way to put that hook at. But this is like a little Houdini color. This is perfect for this watercolor. It's a little green pumpkin. Looks like a bluegill. And when you swim it by their bed, I mean, they can't stand it. So throwing this swim bait today, you know, I got 14-pound Suffix fluorocarbon line, something a little bit lighter, that way I can keep that bait down. You know, one thing that I've noticed over the years, most of the time, keeping your bait down but still being able to reel it fairly fast triggers those bigger fish into biting. You know, a 7-foot heavy action rod, but a parabolic rod. The thing is, this rod right here is a little bit more parabolic, has a little faster tip, and it bends back down into the rod a little bit. So that's gonna absorb the shock. When that fish grabs the bait, you know, that fast action tip is gonna absorb it, and then it's gonna bend down into the rod when you reel in. One thing about a swim bait, no matter what swim bait you're throwing, you do not wanna set the hook like you're setting the hook on a jig. You feel the bite, you keep reeling, and you pull into the fish. And you're gonna catch a lot more fish when you're throwing a swim bait that way.